Did you know that one strong outburst of anger can linger in your auric field for 2 weeks? Anger blasts through your aura as a dark, chaotic red energy. It affects your decisions, your relationships, your life, until you clear it. Most people are completely unaware this is happening, but you can do something about it. This is where real energetic mastery begins. Let's explore how. What is the aura? The aura is a vibratory essence that surrounds all living things. Everyone has an aura. Whether you see an aura or not, you have an aura, I have an aura, and it's active in you right now. There's been some misconceptions that an aura is simply like I'm a green or you're a blue, but the beauty is the aura has a composition. It's more involved even than your physical body. It has an anatomy because there's a lot going on with you. Everything that's going on in you is reflected in your auric field. It's the fuel of your spiritual evolution. And that means everything, again, going on in your life, even your career, even your finances, even your relationships, is radiating energies in your aura corresponding to how you're handling those relationships, how you're pursuing your career, how you're handling your finances even shows up in your auric field, as well as where you are in your thinking and your feeling, where you are in your health, where you are in your spirituality. It's all there. The aura is the foundation of your spiritual evolution, and you could say it's also the fuel of your spiritual evolution, because you're trying to build up the auric power in you by the things you are doing. You want to build more auric power. You want to leave this world at a higher level of consciousness than when you started it. Now, a third definition is it is the individual expression of the universal life force. So we need to understand that there is a universal power that permeates the universe, permeates all creation, and we can access it. We already are unconsciously, but you can do it with more conscious intention. And as you're drawing in the universal life force, the way you are expressing it is sort of your individual stamp, and that's your auric field. So if you're very creative, if you're an artist and you're deep in pursuing your artistic pursuits, you're going to be drawing in the energies related to creativity, which can look like powder blue of inspiration and electric blue of talents and abilities. On the other hand, if you're a scientist and you're deep in the throes of your scientific study and discovery, you're going to be drawing in different aspects of the universal life energy. You'll be bringing in a lot of the silver of divine intelligence, a lot of the lemon yellow powers of concentration, to focus in all your studies, and that's going to show up in your auric field. So however you're expressing yourself now, you're drawing in the universal life energy. So the aura isn't something simple like you're a green and I'm a blue and she's a purple. We are multifaceted. You are radiating many different energies and colors because there's many different facets to you and many different parts to your life. You're not one-dimensional, so the aura is not one-dimensional. How does the aura work in you? First of all, you don't need to see the auric field clairvoyantly to work with it. It's alive in all of us. And as you start to integrate your work with the aura, your understanding of it will greatly deepen. Now, a simple way to start with this is let's take something we all know. For example, let's say someone gets angry. Someone does something that's not great and they get a little angry. All right, we know what it feels like to be angry, but what's happening in the auric field when we start expressing the emotion of anger? Well, that's a very powerful emotion, and you can imagine it's a very powerful energy in the auric field. It radiates a not so great energy. It comes through as kind of a dark, dirty red energy. It shoots out like firecrackers. One strong outburst of anger can linger for 2 weeks in your auric field if it's left unattended. This is the power that you're generating through your choice to get angry. Now, on the other hand, let's say you're falling in love with somebody right now, or you're having a loving expression with somebody right now, whether it's romantic, whether it's in friendship, whether it's parent-child, whatever it is. And you're in that moment of really feeling that love. Well, in the auric field, love comes through as a beautiful pink light, a rose pink light. So that's going to be now radiating in your auric field. So here we're realizing that we have control over the aura as we have control over our thoughts and feelings. So one of the first things that you want to do when you're getting to know your auric field is get to know you and be honest with yourself. The aura doesn't lie. I can say, oh, I'm not upset about this. But if you are underneath, the aura is going to show that regardless of what words you're saying. So it's good to take inventory of yourself and be honest with yourself. Socrates said, the unexamined life is not worth living. So if you study yourself a little bit and say, yeah, this really did upset me, this really did bother me, okay, that's a starting point. Realizing you can do something about that, you don't have to stay in that state because the aura is changing. And as you change your thoughts and emotions, you're changing your auric power, you're changing the expression of your aura, and you're changing the effect that all of that is going to have in your life. Let's talk about now how the auric field influences your life. First of all, we know it takes energy to do anything, right? It takes energy to walk, to talk, to dance, to sing. We know we need to eat. We know we need to breathe. We know we need to drink fluids and all of that to keep the body moving. Well, behind all of that, we need spiritual energy to do anything in life, anything. It is the foundation of all of our activities, all of our creative expression. So whatever it is we want to do, we have to first generate the power in our auric field. The spiritual law states, if the energy to manifest anything in your life is in your auric field, by divine law, it will eventually show up in your life. That's how it works. So if you're looking at your life right now and the things that you've accomplished, the things that you're happy with, that didn't just happen. You made that happen over time. And the power of that success, the power of that accomplishment is reflected in your auric field. If you see another part of your life and you're not so happy with it, you don't need to whine about it. You don't need to feel sad about it. It just means this is a part of your life that's not yet as fully developed. If my right hand is stronger than my left hand, and I want my left hand to be as strong as my right, I just have to strengthen my left hand. So in the same way, if I see an area of my life, maybe my finances are not so good, maybe a couple relationships aren't working out so well, I have to direct more of the internal life force energy, building up the auric power within my consciousness to bring it forth in my life. And I can do that through effort, and I can also do that by calling on the universal life energy. So I can meditate with the aura. I can work with the energy field to draw in the powers that I need in order to make the changes in my life. But it comes back to, are you the victim of your life or are you the master of your life? And anytime you feel like you're being a victim where something is beyond your control, that's the time you need to take control of your life and control of your auric field. You may not be in control of everything going on around you, but you're in complete control of how you handle that. And nothing can enter your auric field unless somewhere you're permitting it. So we have to be strong in this world because sometimes energies are pushing in on us. We're not the only ones that have an auric field. Everyone around us has an aura too. And some people want to kind of push their energy onto you. And if it's something you don't want, you have to be strong to say no to that. And you have the power to do it, but you have to exercise that power. What does the aura teach us then? The aura teaches we are remarkable human beings. We are remarkable souls. There is a lot going on with us. You are a fascinating being. There's so much to who and what you really are. Anytime you feel like, oh, I'm not that much or I'm less than this, you throw that all away. You've got to claim your auric power. It's a part of you. You have access to the universal life force, but you need to claim it. You claim it through your words, your thoughts, your actions, your deeds, and standing tall in your divine oneness and say, I am part of the eternal fabric of life. Recognize your self-worth. Even if you make mistakes, those are just mistakes. It's not who and what you really are. And as you claim your power, you will be accessing and expressing it more. They talk about being inheritors of the divine kingdom. Well, if you have an inheritance, you've got to do what? You've got to claim that inheritance. It's not automatic. We are here on this earth to learn and grow. We learn by applying ourselves. We grow by applying ourselves, sometimes by trial and error, and that's fine. We will learn from our mistakes, but the goal is to keep looking upwards, keep building that beautiful energy that is your auric field. You want to learn more about the auric field and metaphysics? Subscribe to our channel and check out our website about our courses and books.